Oh, I'm not that much into all the things and all that. I just reading a little in regards of in regards to the Librem 5 and all that. And as I understood it, they were sending phones out, right? Apparently, it seems to not be the case. I'm a little confused here. Um, you know, apparently others were expecting to see videos of people having the phone and all that in regards to the Librem 5. In regards of they said that they were shipping and all that, right? Which seems to we don't really have that many actually having. I don't know. It's just weird. They should probably have. It's hard to figure out what is up and down here, but apparently it seems like that people haven't gotten any, that yeah, it seems like a few people have the Librem 5, but some say it hasn't been sent out to users, and apparently, and I'm kind of confused, um, if they said they would send them out, begin to send them out to customers, and the customers haven't got, that doesn't seem good. So, yeah, I don't know what to say. That just, as I understood it, they would begin to send out to customers, right? But seems a lot of people are complaining that this is not the case, and that's of course sad if they actually. I don't know. It's just. I guess they might actually have handled. They could have handled it in another way. I don't know. It's hard to figure out what is going on. But in any case, I still hope that the Librem 5 will be a success and all that. Still seems to go along. It just seems kind of fishy. Some of the things that I've read. So I don't know. I don't know. That sounds kind of, you know, um, you know, if you shouldn't really lie to people, if that is the case, that's no good. I don't know. It just seems weird in regards to some of the information that is out there. I just read a little, and seems to be, if you said that you would begin to send the phone out, and we don't have anyone actually getting the phone besides some of the, it just seems kind of, yeah. Anyway, I still hope it succeeds, but yeah, that's kind of weird. The whole idea is to be transparent, isn't it? Uh, um, yeah, I don't know. And some people believe the next thing will not have any. Oh well. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see. In regards of how things turns out. Hopefully they succeed. But if they're maybe spinning things, instead of actually just telling the truth outright, that wouldn't be so good. If they are really, some of the sources talks about, there's some issues and so forward, and well, it should just be, truthfully about if they have some problems or whatever. So. I don't know. It's just a little hard when you don't know all the. Well, it is interesting. It is, it's like one of the things that I read was um, And again, of course, there would be a lot of people out there that wouldn't like the Librem 5 to succeed. Yeah. But it is interesting to, I got the idea as well that they were going to ship the Librem 5, begin to ship it out to the customers, right? And if we don't have any customers actually having gotten it, that doesn't bode good, if you actually say that you begin to ship the Librem 5 and yet we got something in regards of mention in regards to the Librem social. Let's see here. What was it? I always have the Firefox private network VPN on, and you think I had my Proton? I don't know. And you don't think I had any issues? Maybe they were blocking your VPN. I don't know. I also always have the Firefox private network VPN on, and you think I had my Proton VPN on, and you don't think I had any issues. And you don't think I had any issues. Maybe they were blocking your VPN. I don't know what he's saying. Oh well. Any case, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Some of the information for sure. But again, it's a little it's hard because the powers to be would have this would love this to fail because they they like to have our information and all that. But it's not good if Librem 5 Purism if they're actually spinning the things to keep on going. That's not good either. They should be truthfully about things. Yeah. And they seem pretty open, I think, but apparently some believe it's not the case. So, yeah. This was one of the articles that I read in regards of jlittleapparently.com, the sad saga of Purism and the Librem 5. And I've read part 1, 2, and 3 and all that. And again, I don't know. Of course, it is interesting in regards of, having, they said it was shipping. And then you pretty much have none, you would expect that if it was shipping, you would expect people begin to show it off on the internet, right? And yeah, so that's kind of anyway. I don't know. I just don't know. That's just so sad if that's the case. If they're actually spinning the things just to keep, I don't know. Maybe they're hoping to still reach the goal of it, and then I guess they think the means justify the end. Like in regards to, I don't know. I don't know if the guy, if these people are Christians or not, or what. Maybe they're not Christians, and then they think it's okay to, I don't know. But they should be truthfully in regards to this. Maybe it would have been better to actually, postpone the, instead of doing this, maybe they should have said, well, we still have some issues, give us half a year more or something like that, instead of saying they would release it, and then no one actually gets anything, and that's kind of a concern. Because I understood that, we're beginning to send things out to people, in regards to these different badges, right? And yet we haven't really seen much of, yeah. Anyway, I guess I won't waste much more time on, I'll just let time work, and use time on other things. But yeah, it is It is, if they have anything in regards of whatever, I think they should just come out clean and tell it, um, and be truthfully in regards of, of things, yeah. If that is the case, if it's just, if they have something to hide, that's what, that wouldn't be, just come out and tell the community, right? It's pretty much, yeah, it's, we have the community, right, in regards of standing behind these things, and it should be truthfully to the community. If yeah, that's, yeah, that's just that that's, I it's just, it's just sad if the case is that they actually are spinning things instead of actually just telling the truth. And they probably, it seems like they probably should have just said, hey, we need a half a year more, 6 months more, or whatever. We can't really reach the, we haven't a final product yet, give us 6 months more or something like that, to just get things sorted out and all that. They still have the thing where people can, still, try it out and do their things, and what's it called, this, with the print and all that, and then screen on top and all that, so people can still toy around with that, right? So that's, so if they just, maybe 6 months, I don't know, maybe they have problems in regards of resources, but still, it's just, if they're spinning it, I think that's sad, they should be truthfully, I don't know, of course, I still hope that it succeeds, that they actually get a Librem 5 phone, but I was like, oh yeah, this nearly released and all that, and now it begins to ship out to those that actually have, ordered it, and I was like, okay, so maybe I can get it like in a year or something like that, and keep my old phone here alive. But yeah, I don't know what the yeah, they still have things that is apparently of issues in regards of cooling of the CPU, it seems. There was something in regards to the antenna as well, and so some of the things that they should probably have just fix those on instead of just saying, oh, we'll start sending out and all that to customers and all that. They should just have said, hey, let's just give us 6 months more or something like that. And the images that are in regards of the Librem 5, that those that actually that it looks good, looks wonderful, it just looks very nice. But yeah, they should probably have fixed those issues before they actually said that they would begin to send out, which seems to maybe not be the case. I don't know. It's just sad. Yeah. Anyway, I guess I don't have much more in regards of that. And I have my health issues as well that I, need to study more in regards of the fungus. Anyway, yeah, that's just going to use time on that instead, and time will tell. And the new moon, by the way, is also it should be yeah. The new moon, it shouldn't be that far from actually being observed in Israel, and thereby the new month or the new month will start. So I need to chop off my hair and my nails, and then it begins over again, right? And my beard and all that, and it's kind of itchy. It just exploded, this fungus thing, just totally exploded from my breast. And I should have known better in regards of eating bread and sugar and all that. you know, because fungus loves sugar. You know, and alcohol is stupid as well. Now I don't really drink alcohol really anymore. It's pretty much just fungus poison. You know, it's made by a fungus or a yeast, and then you make alcohol. So yeah, and when you drink a lot of that, you end up with issues, health issues, which is very stupid when you drink a huge amount of that. And anyway, and then you might actually get you know, fungus issues. So anyway, but it just totally exploded, you know, up in my head and down in my. It's like I can feel like a warmth in my head and all that, and it's itchy, and it's you know, like my nose as well. Think yeah, and my, you know, legs are itchy as well, and yeah, it's just it's just utter horrible. Well, anyway, there's still hope. I'm getting, you know, all these spots and all that, as you know, that they've, and it seems to come with these things as well. But yeah, life is terrible, but it could be a lot worse, you know. But I think I pretty much think that I know what is the issue is. It's fungus. Now, how I'm ever going to kill it, that's some of the things that I'm researching. So, yeah, 19 years with fungus. Yeah, it's incredible, annoying. It's like you know, what's it called there in regards to when you have a submarine and you go into silent mode. What's it called? Silent. So it's called something silent. You know, when they are not wanted to be found out in regards of, yeah, you know, the ships and all that. Silent, what's it called? Silent inland, you know? Can't remember the name. Silent mode, maybe. Yeah, silent mode, I guess. You know, when the submarine goes in silent mode and not to be found out. It seems like the same thing in regards of fungus. It's very, you know, it's very, you know, just seemingly taking me over in silent mode over these many years. Anyway, just sad in regards of some of the things going around in regards to the Librem 5 phone and all that. I really hope it succeeds. You know, I really hope they get a product that actually works. You know, they still seem to have a long way in regards of getting the camera to work, the Bluetooth to work. But it's, you know, they have a product. You know, they have a product. It's just, you know, they should probably just have given it a, you know, 6 months more before actually beginning, you know, in regards of not telling people that they would begin to ship out and all that. If that is not the case, you know. So yeah, they should probably have just, you know, said, you know, we'll give it, you know, we need to have 6 months more. Yeah. I don't know, you know, maybe they have some, you know, problems in regards to resources and all that. I don't know if the community wouldn't stand behind them if they needed more resources in regards of the Linux community. If they actually came out and said, you know, we are in problems or trouble, you know. You know, being honest and say, well, hey, you know, we are in deep water, you know, and we need some more resources to go on and make this happen and all that. At least that would be an honest, you know. And the question is, would the community then stand behind them, right? You know, because a lot of people wants to see this succeed. So if it's a problem in regards to resources again, I don't know what the community would do at this point, but they already have gone so far in regards of a product, and we know they have been able to in regards to the laptops and so forward. So they have they have that background in regards to these things, you know. They already have had products out there, you know, in regards to the laptops, and you know, and the Linux system they have as well and all that. So they they have the skills, it seems, to make things. The question is, if they are in need of resources, would the community then stand behind them if they came out and said, we are in trouble and we're going, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. But again, a lot of people like to see this actually happen, right? In regards of an open phone, where you have a real Linux phone. But yeah, again, it still looks good. I think it's still, regardless of what we can see, what they already have done, and so forward. It just needs some more time, I think, in regards of, fixing on this thing, and come together into a real phone. Yeah, I think 6 months might actually have been a good thing to actually just postpone it 6 months, instead of just postponing it 1 month, and then just give it like 6 months. Hey, we are not ready, we need 6 months more. I think that would have been, but again, I don't know in regards of resources and money and all that. But then again, they could have come out and said, hey, we have problems in regards of we need some more funding to to make this happen. We are really on deep water. At least that would be the honest way, I think. If they really have issues in regards to that. So yeah, I don't know much more to say. Again, I really hope they succeed. But being, if it shouldn't go so far as to becoming dishonest about things, if that is the case. They should stand for truth. That's the whole idea, with that's we the truth. We like to have truth, right? So trusting, having trust to the company, just telling the truth as it is, even if it's not good news. At least it makes at least some trust between the customer and this company, right? We don't want, the customers don't want more lies. We have had, we have so many lies already, and from these, I think we're pretty tired of these. We just want some honesty. And I guess it might actually be a little difficult in a world that is based on lies and deceptions and all that. Another one mentioned me in regards of Librem Social. We already seen a lot of the things, and the mobile. I think it looks pretty great and all that. And of course, it's not that quick yet and all that. I still think it looks pretty. It's just yeah. Anyway, let's just see what it says. Yeah, that's probably EP specific, but I saw other people using VPNs for that article reporting the same issue. Okay, I have no idea what. Anyway, I'm still struggling a little in regards of the Librem Social, in regards of how the things actually, the chat thing and all that. But when you can push a person, you can write to him and all that. But it's very fluently, it's so this program is so fluently, I'm still recording and it's just still totally fluent. So anyway, details about the Librem 5 Sega. As to say, no phone seems to have been made it to any bagger yet, and broken promises on the way. The article talks about that in regards of future issues, probably in regards of if they have if Purism have issues, I just think they should come out clean and tell the community about it. And if they have resource issues and all that, well, one way to go around that would be to tell the community, hey, we need some help. we still have some progress to make this happen, you know. Because again, there's a lot of Linux people out there, right, that wants to have this, you know, want this to happen, you know. So yeah, that was the, oh, it's actually open. No, it's actually, gonna see. The problem is it didn't really work when I did it like this. Let's see if it actually works this time. Oh, it actually works this time. Oh no, it didn't work yesterday. No. Yeah, was it? No, yesterday or today? I can't remember. My brain is fried, I guess. So many things to study, and you know, I've been reading about fungus and all that today. I had this video in regards of, no, sorry, a book, a short history of nearly everything. It's a book by, but anyway, it's about science. But I've went to a page. You know, you know, it was 3 books and all that that was actually just out for the trash. So I was looking, and one of the pages is like, many organisms in the visible world were also poorly served by the traditional division. Fungi, or fungi, I guess, fungi, the group that includes mushroom, molds, mildews, yeast, and puffballs, were nearly always treated as botanical objects, though in fact almost nothing about them, how they reproduce and respire, how they build themselves, matches anything in the plant world. Structurally, they are more in common with animals in that they went so far. Anyway, but it was interesting a little in regards of fungi, and yeah, in regards of millions of spores. Inside the fruiting body are millions of spores. Now, it talks a little about how they, you know, functions and all that. You know, just a little more info on fungus, which seems to be a big killer of people. So, but this was the article. I'm not sure why I was pointed to the web archive, why that would be, here we go, bad gateway. So, and I got, you know, issues when I tried it first time. So the other link pretty much works a lot better. Let's see here. This is, he says this is a source from the inside. But again, we also know that powers to be wouldn't love, you know, they wouldn't like to have Librem to succeed. So yeah. So again, it's I don't know. I just don't know. I just hope that they you know, fix whatever they have still of the mobile, and then get it out to the people, you know. But it might, again, it seems like it might actually have been better of them to just say, you know, we need 6 months more or something like that, if that is the thing. Because if the camera is not working, the Bluetooth is not working, the cooling thing is not fixed yet, and the antenna seem to have some things as well. You know, there are some things to work on, right? And that might actually have just been better to then say, well, we'll postpone this to 6 months, and just let people wait these 6 months, and just, you know, but it seems, you know, they seem like they're trying, right? They're really trying to go for this, you know. But yeah, I might actually have been better to just say 6 months before we actually, and then show these prototypes that they had, and you know how it goes on, you know, like the you know, but just not really say, you know, just be honest about not sending these things out to customers. Is if, you know, it's just dishonest to say, hey, we'll begin to send out these to, you know, and if that is not the case, that is lying, right? So, and that's not nice. So yeah, that's not very nice. Lying is bad. And actually, of course, in regards of the science article, every person lies 13 times a week. in what's it called in some lie more than others and so forward, but in regards of the scale, it's 13. I think it was 13 times a week that we actually lie, and people think they're good people, and we lie 13 times a week. On the average, that was the word. On the average, we lie 13 times a week. I think it was in regards to the article. 13 times a week we lie. That's a lot, So yeah, and that's not so good. So yeah, it's just we want the truth and only the truth, right? So any case. I guess I'm just rambling here. I'm just rambling. But in regards to purism, whatever the case, you should be truthfully. And if you have issues and all that, you should just tell the community, right? And see if the community would support you in regards of standing behind you, so we can get this Linux phone, right? Or this Linux phone, so we can get away from these giants of Android and and Apple and all this, so we can begin to go in because it could really become, I think, a big contender to these two others. If it actually, it would just, the freedom and all that, and the programmers and the nerds going, just going forward and all that. Would it be, could be, it could be, yeah, amazing. And seeing it grow in the right direction, if you first get the platform up and going in regards of a mobile, that works, can do these, standard things and all that. If you just get that fixed, then you can take off from there. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I guess that's enough for me. Well, have a good one. I just wanted to, I guess, make a little video in regards of this. Well, hopefully it works out, all of it. But it's not, if they actually have said something that, that they should be clean, you should be open about everything. That's the whole idea. That's what people like. They're tired of they want openness. They want to, even if it's bad news, then truth is valuable, And there's, again, a lot of lies and deceptions out there, and companies that, have a way of running things in a despotic way and so forward. Yeah. Anyway, I really hope it turns out good, I really hope. But yeah, we'll have to see. Time will tell. Yep. Closing down.